I'm Yoshi, aka Jurassic Fanatic, and this is the Masters of the Universe Origins Rise of Evil 2-pack, which is a Target exclusive, and these have been impossible to find, and I luckily came across one today at Target. This was the only one there, so I heard these are being restocked and stuff, so maybe that's what happened. So keep your eye out if you still want one, and don't buy them online for ridiculous prices. The artwork is just absolutely amazing. I really like it. I'm gonna have to get another one of these when I manage to find one so that I can keep one mint in the box, because this looks stunning and I really like it. Moving on, we have the Masters of the Universe logo in the top left corner. Rise of Evil, Dark Origins of two of Eternia's evil warriors, Cronus and Keldor, new for 21. And we have this face in the clouds. I'm unaware who that is. Is that Hordak? Looks like Hordak. In case you weren't aware, Hordak kind of has something to do with Keldor's upbringing. Here is Keldor, and here is Cronus. Okay, I'm pretty sure Cronus is just here to balance out all the sexiness that's happening over on the left. We need to balance that out because otherwise it would be too much. We have Keldor, evil apprentice of Hordak, and Origins Cronus, probably because they couldn't just use Cronus by itself. If I'm not wrong, Cronus is a Greek mythology god or something like that. Anyway, evil criminal from another dimension. And of course, the modern posing and retro play, and ages 6 and up. Before we look at the back of the box, here is the side. And it's got this little creature. All right, here is the back. Really awesome artwork, and this artwork has images of what the characters look like all in their original forms. Is that how you would describe it? Like, this is Lords of Power Beastman, Keldor, Cronus. We have the Evil Lyn with the skin color, and Triclops. Why did I stumble on that? I hate this color scheme of Triclops, but apparently it was the mini comic version. The pink and green look really bad. Lords of Power Merman, and then Stratos with skin color, and then this is King Randor. I really don't like King Randor, not a fan. And on the top, it says, before Skeletor and Trapjaw, Keldor and Cronus terrorized Eternia in the quest for total domination. Ooh, ah. And, of course, the description about what Origins are, and then it shows little artwork demonstrations on what you can do, and the cross cell. That was the back of the box. And real quick, here's the other side. The other side has Beastman, Evil Lyn, Merman, and Triclops. I am back. I filmed the intro of this video a while back when I found this first original Rise of Evil 2-pack, and I lovely, wow, found another one. So now I can unbox this one for you guys. And this one has a worse box than the first one I found, so this will be the one we unbox. The more I look at these, the more I realize like they both kind of are in similar condition but in different ways. This one still has this unpunched thing. The original one I found is slightly bent on the side here, and this one's not. They both kind of have this not fully taped. This one's a little nicer. This corner is messed up on both. And this card back is bent a little backwards. These are actually much easier to find now because of the restock. So yeah. Also, before we move on, I've noticed my subscriber count has gone up at an exponential rate within the past few days. So thank you so much for that. It makes me very happy. And I'm glad you guys like the content. And we are on our way to 1,000, but maybe we should go in increments. So 500. Okay, now we can just put this out. There on this tray. Unfortunately, this tab was really hard to get out and it ripped. Reasons why I wanted to get two. Can this be any louder across the floor? Here is Keldor. He has the exact same head sculpt as the Classics Keldor. I really like this head sculpt. He looks very handsome, very sexy. Everyone says this face is ugly and atrocious. It is ugly. I think he is lacking a lot of forehead unless his helmet is supposed to cover a lot of his forehead. Like that's one of the biggest things that makes this look weird. Also, his mouth ratio to rest of his face is very big, which I think is why this looks super off. There we go. All right. Cronus is out. He has the same problem as my first trap jaw with his waist is so loose. Like that is very loose. I wonder if that's just like the peg on this bottom half for some reason, but he spins very easily. So this happened. I successfully retrieved the body and beheaded him, and the cape is still in the plastic, so that is exciting. Here we go. Here's Keldor's head. He gives me Aladdin vibes. Like his art style looks like it would be in a Disney movie. Cape has been retrieved. It kind of is a little warped from the plastic. That can be fixed with hot water, or I'm sure just holding it in the place you want for a while. And then here is the Alfredo Alcala. Oh, the original mini comic artist style head. Okay, I really forgot what his name is. I just heard other people say it. So this one's actually a cool head because it's got individually sculpted teeth like that, and it's got jewel eyes that reflect the light. And I also like the darker hood color, so that's exciting. Also, if you're wondering, I have a freckle on my finger and it annoys me, but there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's get this put back together since he fell apart when unboxing him, but it made the cape come off easily out of the box, so that's good. Okay, you can do this, and then we can put Keldor's head on. If it'll go on. I'm not hearing a snap. So I don't think Keldor's head snapped on because it's on, but it didn't make any noise. So here is Keldor. Oh my goodness, is he so good looking? Like, why did they make him so good looking? And he has pointy ears. I really like pointy ears, and I really like blue skinned race for some reason. And they just made him super charming, and he has a widow's peak, and he's got long black hair, which kind of limits his head mobility, but that's okay. This is a Classics head sculpt, and it's a little smaller than what typical Origins heads size are. Can I English? It's a little smaller than Origins heads, so you can kind of see the top of the neck. If you look at it at the right angle, like from the side, you can see it a little bit, but it's not too annoying. And then he's got Skeletor's armor, just darker purple and painted here. He's got this thing that covers the loincloth. He's got a removable cape. It's like a soft plastic cape. And then he's got boots this time. Ooh, boots. And these feet are really long. I've noticed that because most Origins feet are not as that big. But can he stand up? Or not. Okay, moving on. This is Cronus, and like I commented earlier, the lack of forehead that shows is what makes this look really bizarre. He has way too long of a lower half of the face, which is why this looks so weird. I mean, it's ugly, but it's improportional, which is why I think it looks incredibly weird, because this wouldn't look as bad if it wasn't so improportional. And having an underbite also makes this weird. His lower teeth show more than the upper teeth, so that's interesting. And his profile view is disgusting. Let's not look at that for too long. He has normal, like, heroic warrior type arms with these cuffs around the wrists, unlike Trapjaw, who has a more robotic looking arm here. And then of course this whole arm's gone on Trapjaw. Also interesting to note is this armor on the back is able to hold the Trapjaw weapons, which is weird because Cronus technically does not know that's gonna happen. So that's like really weird. But yeah, they can hold the weapons. And then he has the exact same legs as Trapjaw. And what I've noticed too is it's just as loose as Trapjaw as well. And then he's got the annoying knees that Trapjaw has, which I like this leg sculpt. It just doesn't allow him to stand in the way I'd like. But yeah, that's Cronus. Here are the accessories. This gun is really warped. Oh my god, that's my dog outside. Okay, anyway, this gun is really warped. Hot water can fix this, but this is incredibly warped from the packaging, and it has a hole on the back, and that's because Castle Grayskull also comes with a gun like this, and the weapons rack is able to hold it with a peg, and that's why the hole is in the back. This is an updated power sword, molded in translucent green, and then airbrushed purple. And also, it's updated because the first prints of this Rise of Evil 2-pack had the same problem as the Prince Adam power sword, the full power sword like this, where the handle diameter was too wide for the figures to actually hold, but they fixed it with the new prints. And apparently they fixed it with the new prints of Prince Adam and Sky Sled too, but I wouldn't know. So now, if we get a figure, this should hold it properly. Just like that, it fits in his hand. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. So yeah, very easy fix. I don't know who the heck messed up that diameter originally, but yeah, it fits in his hand now. Here is a quick comparison of the diameter size. Like, look at that. I don't know who the heck messed that up, but I suppose if you're 3D sculpting things on the computer, you can't really tell until it's printed out. But yeah, this is the fix they made, much better. And then finally, here is the Havoc staff with the cool ram head on the top. I don't know how well you can see that. Hold on. And this is also molded in the translucent green and then faded purple. And this is warped too. Why is everything warped? I'm gonna have to do so much hot water fixing. But yeah, it's crooked. And this diameter has always been fine. So I could easily just put this in Kaldor's hand. Kaldor can hold that. No problem. And finally, this is the Alcala. Alfredo Alcala, that's what I was thinking of. This is the Alcala head. And I will show you what that looks like on Kaldor. Here is the Alcala head on Kaldor's body. This looks so cool. This is definitely a really cool looking Skeletor. For having such big feet, this is not an easy figure to balance. I don't know if it's because of the cape or because of the way this angles, but it does not stand easily. He stands much better without the cape, but it still is kind of challenging for some reason. Do you see how big the feet are? Do you see what I mean? Like, let me get Skeletor and I'll show you what I mean. See, this foot is a solid centimeter or two longer, and that just makes all the difference for some reason. Here are the Skeletors so far. This is wave 1, battle armor, and then our current one, and he definitely looks the coolest with the dark purple, and just this looks like more detailed, but I do really like the simplicity of the first one as well. But he has the darkest and more muted colors, but he is kind of in between with his purple. Like, this purple would work with this, I would think. It's a little different of a shade, but it's not as bright as Origins Skeletor, or they're all Origins Skeletor. Oh my god, help me. Wave 1 Skeletor. Here is Cronus next to Trapjaw, and I don't like putting the belt on my Trapjaw, so that's why he doesn't have his belt on, but you can see how Cronus ends up becoming Trapjaw, and Trapjaw just looks cooler. You are able to take this vest piece off by taking his arms off, and this is just a soft plasticky rubber material, so then you can have a normal body without the vest. I'm not sure this will go over Trapjaw very well, but what I find interesting is because this one comes off, it would have been nice if this wasn't sculpted on his body and they used the same body as this and then just made this piece here out of the same like rubbery material. Oh my god, what is with the flash? The more I look at this head, the more I kind of don't like it because it really doesn't fit the Origins body because it's small. From the side, from the back, this doesn't look good because it's just ever so slightly too small. It looks good from the front. That's the only angle. You could see here how the hole that they made to fit the peg size on the neck of the Origins goes into the hair too, which shows that this head is not big enough for Origins. He also doesn't look bad without a cape. His proportions are just ever so slightly interesting. And that is all I have to say about the Rise of Evil 2-pack. Keldor and Cronus. I'm gonna have to brighten up the footage because it's rainy and gloomy out and now my footage is dark. Oh no. But anyway, to all the Jurassic fans, if you're wondering where all the Jurassic reviews went, good question. There hasn't been a lot of new Jurassic stuff out lately. There's a lot that will be coming out, but not at the moment. So just be patient. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I would give this set a rating of 9 out of 10 probably, because Keldor is amazing looking. Cronus, really? See, these trap jaw legs aren't it. Cronus, come on, I was talking. Okay, sorry, I have them leaned up closer against the door right now because, like I said, the lighting, so we'll see how this looks and if I have to refilm it. Keldor is hot. Love that shade of blue of his skin. The sculpt is amazing. Only downside, head is just ever so slightly too small and feet are just really big and out of proportion with the rest of Origins. And as for Cronus, his head, I don't hate it as much as everybody else because, you know, some people are just ugly, but I can totally see how improportionate this is. And he has the trap jaw legs, which are very cool looking, but not super functional in terms of poses and stuff. They don't stand as well unless he's standing like that. So that is all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe for more. And once again, thank you guys for the major increase in subscribers. I really appreciate it because I really like making videos and I started to do this just for fun and I'm happy that people actually enjoy the content. So yeah, and I will be signing out and I'll see you in the next video. Just wanted to throw this in here because Buzzsaw Hordak will not be getting his own review just because I didn't feel like it and I just pick and choose who gets their own review. Sorry, Buzzsaw Hordak. But this buzzsaw mechanism is wild. Okay, like let's see if I can demonstrate this for you guys. Okay, you keep the chest cavity open, you press down on the cape. Like, dear God, that can take someone's eye out. That is a lethal weapon. It's totally cool, but I do not know how this passed safety regulations. And also something to note with these new prints of Buzzsaw Hordak is the eyes are fully painted red, which the first prints of these Buzzsaw Hordaks weren't. But this matches the artwork on the box. So yeah, that's just something I want to point out. Like, holy crap. Like, totally knocked out Cronus. Let's do that again. That was wild. Oh.